Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with a new movie review. I think last time we did was Antebellum and stuff, but this time I got Sam here. And so this month is basically Blumhouse has been promoting their four movies of horror or something like that they're doing this
Yeah,
month. Yeah, since it's Halloween month, obviously it's October. And me and Sam, this is part one of two reviews that we're going to be giving you this week. This one is Black Box, and it's from a first-time director. What was it? His name is Emmanuel Kuffour.
yep,
Um, First-time director. He's done a lot of short movies, and I gotta be real. This was actually a pretty good movie for a
yeah,
first timer. This was actually really good.
yeah. It was really good, and I say that because for a director, you have to know your cast as well as you have to also know that you have to paint the story for us to believe. And I really truly feel like he had it all under control. Like he directed them well through this
Oh
whole
yeah,
entire film.
I mean this is a movie. Okay, so it stars was it Mamoto Athie? He was the one that was in the was that movie
Uncorked.
Uncorked. Felicia Rashad. You know, we clearly seen her and stuff. Tosin was it Tosin Mora Homefola. I've seen him in
Yeah.
a lot of Tyler Perry stuff.
Yeah, the last movie I saw him in was in the 24, the 24th Regiment. He had a small role in that one, but they
Mm,
gave him a bigger role in this one.
mm. And then you got Donald Watkins. I've seen him. I think was it Freemason or something like that? Free State was it Free State or something like that? Free State Jones with
Yeah, that
Matthew
was it.
McConaughey and stuff. But this is a movie that I Felicia Rashad, she's making some interesting choices in terms of like what she's done because this feels like an extension of her character in A Fall from Grace, but a little bit better in terms of
Yeah, I can see
execution.
that.
So the whole crux of it is that we have this character by the name of Nolan who got in a
Nolan.
car accident, and when we get to him and stuff, it's been about what, a couple of years since that accident or months or whatever,
Yeah,
maybe.
something like
Yeah,
that. Okay.
and he's kind of getting acclimated to the world and stuff. He has his daughter here, and she's kind of writing notes to remind him of what he was because he has some memory loss from that accident and stuff. And over the course of the first like couple minutes of the movie and stuff, you get kind of idea of where he's at and stuff. He worked for a newspaper. His wife worked for a newspaper and stuff. She was the one that got in an accident. She died, and things are kind of like not working out for him because he's trying to remember certain things. And Felicia Rashad plays this Dr. Lillian, who she has this experimental kind of procedure where you kind of go through this little VR thing to kind of get your memories and stuff. And as expected in a situation like this and stuff, there are certain creepy things that happens when he goes inside his memories, and it kind of opens it up, this kind of mystery of like him trying to remember who he is and stuff, and what is this thing that's happened in this dream and stuff. And I think if we did spoil that movie, we ain't gonna spoil anything, but I would just say the overall story was pretty good, and there is a lot of mystery to it and stuff. You might pick up on the mystery and kind of like the twist probably maybe halfway through the movie if you really are paying attention to it, but you might not. It just depends on
Yeah,
how you go about it and stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, they did a really good job of really building up the mystery and stuff, and this character Nolan trying to figure out like, is these dreams real or not? Because he's trying to remember his wife the whole
yeah.
time and stuff, and his daughter, God bless her, Ava. This little girl, did it come off to you like she was really like, I'm not gonna say she felt more like adult more than normal, or is that just a byproduct of this is the situation she was in?
So I'm gonna say this, and this is not a spoiler. I
Yeah,
loved her character. What's the actress name?
Ava.
Amanda Christine.
Yeah, Amanda Christine.
She killed this because in the very beginning, like kind of, Chris alluded that, she's leaving notes. She's telling him who he is. She's telling him what he should and shouldn't be.
Yeah,
There were moments with her. I kind of was like, I don't know who the director is. So I didn't know how twisted this really was. I was like, is she even, really there? Like, is this, how much of this is really real? Because I didn't know. I really didn't know what to perceive. Like, even like through like, I'm gonna say like the first 30 minutes of the movie, I was kind of like, yo, this could become something completely different. And I love that about the film. It was a revolving door where they're trying to figure out. But with her as a character, she commanded every single scene that she was in. She definitely felt way more adult, but I think it was because of the circumstance that she was brought through. Yeah. Like her mom is gone, and her dad isn't acting like he needs to be to even survive. And she's trying to hold up a family. And that's classic. Like a lot of times, you know, when there's a death in the family or when there's certain circumstances of abuse or something like that, like the kids have to step up. And she's taken upon herself to be her dad's keeper, which is weird because he seems like an able-bodied man, but he really does have a mental block. We just don't know the limits of that block.
And I mean, I appreciate like her. You see the concern on her face, like she really loves her dad, and it's like despite him, because at one point, you know, he forgets, you know, and it's kind of typical of these kind of movies where somebody has memory loss. He forgets to pick her up from school, and she's angry and stuff, but like it's that angry, but I understand because it's just like what can you do? You're trying your best and stuff, and it between her and also his friend. Gary, he's giving him to remember because over the course of the movie, Nolan is remembering certain things like, did I beat my wife? Did I harm her and stuff? Because he's having these memories now and stuff. And it ties into like Dr. Lillian during this whole procedure. And I would say this, I like the whole like dream world that he was in.
Yeah.
When he went through that, because they did it in such a good way that it's like, all right, he's remembering his wedding. He's remembering when they lived together when Ava was born and all that stuff. And there's like a little creature that's in his head, and Lillian is telling him, oh, hey, you know, it's probably your memory and stuff. And I'll stop on that, at least on the plot and stuff. But like I said, if you've seen these type of movies, you can kind of figure out certain aspects of it, but the movie overall isn't. You're not gonna eye roll like, oh boy, here we go. Like they're doing that and stuff. Everybody across the board is well acted. Even like when we see his wife, was it Ashley or was it Rachel or was it Miranda? That was his wife.
It was Rachel was his wife.
Rachel. We see her and we see little small interactions from their past when they were together and stuff. And then like there's another woman that pops in there, Miranda. And she factors into the movie and stuff, and now he's confused, like what the hell is going on? And it's one of those things where the movie goes in so many different directions to kind of throw you off and stuff because you're thinking it's going to go in one direction, and then all of a sudden Miranda pops up. It's like, well, hold on though, where's she coming from? How does she factor into it? And it's like, okay, so because
you're continuously like, who is Nolan? Like straight up, like he was questioning his own self. He was like, bruh, like, you know, is this really me? Like, did I leave? And us as consumers, as viewers, that's what makes this so engaging. That's what makes this movie really good is that we really don't know. And you won't get the full picture. And then even when you do get the full picture, I say you still won't know where any of it's going to go. Because I'm going to say this about Felicia Rashad. Oh, not Felicia Rashad. Lord Jesus. Felicia Rashad. This character that she's playing, I don't think I've seen her play anything like this, but she kills this character. Like she does such a, I don't even know. I can't say much because
she has ulterior motives. I'll just leave it at that. You could tell off rip there's some, because I mean, in a movie like this, you kind of, okay, I have this experimental technology that's going to do this. What could possibly go wrong? And so she plays it up in such a good way. You don't really factor in like, does she have ulterior motives? Because, she's like, hey, Nolan, I'm trying to help you out, blah, 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 and stuff. And like I said, she does this character great. And I think this is what Tyler was trying to do for her in A Fall from Grace. And it didn't really hit like it should have. And I think this movie, really hit it and stuff. Like I say, credit to the director. You could probably say credit to the writer too, and stuff. Because they really, like I said, they managed to really make a very good, tight, and succinct story. Because like I said, the movie is very in and out. It's an hour and a half, boom, in and out, done. And I like to see where this director goes after this. Because if Blumhouse keeps him on for other stuff, this will actually be pretty great.
Yeah. And then even like the creature that's following him around, like this movie wasn't CGI heavy. It wasn't like a gore fest. Like there's maybe one or few supernatural elements, but
it's very practical effects.
Yeah, the actual person that's doing a lot of the creature movements is Troy. What is his name?
Troy James.
Yep. And he plays Ragdoll in the Flash series. And he is a really great contortionist. And he is
it's creepy as hell, man. Every time I look at it, I was like, what?
Really creepy. It is so creepy. And you just don't know where this is going. You don't know what type of person Nolan is. You're rooting for him, you know, and you're feeling things for him, but you really don't know if this is the best thing. And I think that, honestly, even to his credit, the actual actor that's playing the role of Nolan, like, he has a lot of things that he has to do. A lot of different character motivations that he executes so well.
I mean, he has a look. I mean, he's able to really hit on the emotions. Like the big emotion for him in this movie is him showing that emotion of like confusion, of trying to figure stuff out. And he does a great job of showing emotion in terms of like he just wants to remember who he is. And like throughout the whole movie, like I said, he has that moment with Ava when they're getting sushi and stuff, and it's a great moment. Like he shows a lot of happiness and stuff, but at the same time, he does a really good job throughout the whole movie, really showing that different spectrums of emotion and frustration and stuff. And you never feel it comes off as cheesy. It feels like very genuine,
natural,
very natural. Like he knows how to just immediately do that. So by the time you get to certain big moments in the movie, you buy into what happens to him, easily. And I think that's credit to the actor. Like I said, I want to see him in more stuff. I really do. Because even in Uncorked, he did a really great job showing emotion in that movie.
Yeah.
So
True. That was one of the big things I liked about Uncorked is that his acting ability. I just felt like the way that was scripted, it didn't naturally flow as well as I'd hoped. But this is a really good film, you guys. Like, I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed in checking this out at all. This is actually one of my favorites, thrillers / dramas with a little bit of sprinkle of science fiction. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, I'll definitely give this, like I said, it's a solid 9 out of 10 and stuff. I mean, like I said, I can't say it's perfect, but like I said, it's one of those, like, all right, it's actually a really good, solid movie. Like I said, I give it an A, like, and stuff. So
I think I gave it like a 8.5 out of 10 for sure. Like I would easily watch this movie again, and definitely it's a good date night movie. Well, kind of, it's a little dark, but
it's definitely dark and stuff. Like I said, I think a lot of people will definitely take to this kind of movie and stuff because it doesn't feel like the typical movie that you see on Netflix horror wise.
Oh no,
and stuff. In terms of the quality, at least, and stuff. And maybe, like I said, that's credit to Blumhouse and what they put into the film and stuff. Because it doesn't look like the film was crazy expensive, but it looked like they put a lot of effort production wise behind it, because like you said, with Troy James doing the contortionist and stuff and all that, it's like it feels very practical in nature, and whatever special effects they did use, it's like, all right, well, they used it for certain little moments and stuff, and that's it. Because even the dream sequence, it looked like it was very special effects, but not special effects heavy, so to speak.
They didn't rely on a whole bunch of VFX graphics. Now I'm gonna say this though, because I do want to say it. The moment when he, got strapped to the machine. Or even when she was kind of like, look, this is what's gonna happen, and she just kind of was like, I was like, yo, do you even care about this man? Like the way you describe you talking about like he's a lab rat, you know what I'm saying? And then,
I mean, but that was her attitude though. It was just like, yeah, she's a lab rat, and that's that and stuff. So it's like, all right,
and it's like when he, had to be put on the, submission under this whole entire device or whatever. And I was like, bro, this feels familiar. Like I've seen this.
We've seen those scenarios. We've seen these scenarios before, but
I ain't gonna say where from, but it's well known.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, it was good.
But this is definitely a solid movie. So next time we'll be back. We're gonna be doing the review for The Lie, so we'll be back. Okay. So thanks. Peace out.
Later, guys.